Hey guys, welcome back to another broadcast with me, Jonathan. This is Hope with Jonathan, and tonight's episode is in conjunction with Kidney Solutions, kidneysolutions.org. Uh, on Facebook, you can look up Kidney Solutions and find them. Kidney Solutions, a network of transplant experience. Kent Bressler is the CEO of Kidney Solutions, and he is my personal kidney advocate, mentor, and he's a kidney ambassador and friend. And guys, we have a special show tonight. We have a special guest. We're going to be discussing tonight a story with Russell Amsbaugh. He's a local right here in Texas, in the Houston area. And guys, he's on dialysis right now. He's currently listed in with Kidney Solutions. You can find out his information if you look at the ticker below, scrolling across there. You can go to kidneysolutions.org and you can find Russell Amsbaugh listed there with a bio and, of course, a link to his transplant hospital. Also, Kent Bressler's phone number is there, 830-285-2140. And you can speak with Kent. But you know what? Without further ado, I'd like to bring on my guest tonight to Hope with Jonathan, Russell Amsbaugh. And let's welcome our special guest. Russell, welcome to our show. How are you doing tonight? Russell, can you hear me, Russell? You can hear me? I cannot hear you.
Hi.
There you are. Hey, Russell, how are you doing
Doing
tonight?
all right.
Good, good.
Sitting here.
I'm glad that you were able to do the
trying
show.
to practice my social distancing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We need to be doing that at this time with the COVID. Definitely practicing our social distancing, using hand sanitizer and wearing our mask, right?
I can hear you.
We're having some technical difficulties?
I can hear you.
Okay. So Russell, why don't you?
I do not know what's happening.
Can you hear me, Russell?
Oh, doing fine.
Okay. Well, it seems like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, guys. I apologize. Let's see if we can get Russell back in. Let's see if we can get Russell to come back in. I'm going to need to get him to log back in. There he
I
is.
didn't
Russell,
hear
can you
you.
hear me? Yeah, I believe you had your mic muted, Russell. I'm going to see if I can get him to come out and come back on. Real quick. Let me see if I can get him to go out and come back on, and then we'll get him right back on the stream. Russell, are you there? Russell, can you hear me? So again,
Hello?
guys, I apologize for the technical difficulties. There we go. Russell, you there?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? You, for some reason, when your
Can you
mic
hear
or
me
something
okay?
is muted. Yeah,
Hello?
it keeps, for some reason it
Hello?
keeps muting. Yeah, you there?
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear
Hello?
you. Hello? Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Are
It's
you possibly
bad
using,
static
are
for
you
some
using
reason.
your phone or?
Um, yes.
Okay. It's if you do you have Wi-Fi, or are you using just your service on your phone?
Hello?
Try using your service.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Okay, that's better. Wherever you're at, right there is completely better. All right, let me see if I can get him to either log in or log back
Okay.
out. Russell,
Can
can
you
I
hear me
get you to
okay
try to
now?
log? I can hear you, but you're kind of froze up. Yeah. Guys, I apologize for the technical difficulties. Now, Russell Amsbaugh is listed with kidneysolutions.org. Okay. I apologize again for the technical difficulties. This sometimes happens with these recordings. But he is listed with kidneysolutions.org, a network of transplant experience. He's in the Houston area. He is on dialysis, currently on dialysis, and he is in need of a kidney. If you're interested in possibly being his donor or information on Russell, you can find out information at kidneysolutions.org. Okay, on Facebook, Kidney Solutions, a network of transplant experience. And you can contact Kent Bressler at 830-285-2140, okay, regarding Russell Amsbaugh. I was going to try to see if we can get him back on. Hopefully he'll come back in, as you guys don't want to sit here and hear me ramble on all night. You came to see what was going on with Russell, and we wanted to hear his story. So let me try to see if I can get him to come back in. Just bear with me. We'll see if we can get Russell to come back in. I definitely want to hear his story. He has a very unique story regarding his kidney failure and dialysis. And, right now he's in the search of, of looking for a living donor. And you guys definitely can check out kidneysolutions.org, Russell Amsbaugh. Okay. Try to get him to come back in. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Sometimes, again, this happens. Sometimes, time and time again, it can happen. Somebody will have either weak Wi-Fi or something will happen on their side. I've even had technical difficulties using the live stream before, so it happens. Just like behind me, I have a green screen. For some reason, my green screen's not working. Got to work through some bugs with it. So it's all a work in progress, but that's okay. We can get through this. If we try to get Russell to get back in and see if we can get him to tell his story. I definitely apologize for the mishap tonight. Again, I apologize again for the technical difficulties. Guys, definitely, when you get a chance, definitely go to kidneysolutions.org, okay? They have a lot of patients listed. Yeah, they have a lot of patients listed. So Russell's going to come back in. He's going to try to use his laptop, guys, okay? So let's see if we can get Russell back in. As far as my podcast is concerned, I'm not worried about it because I can go back in and edit any commentary and stuff like that. So, but this live stream I cannot. But that's okay. We'll work through it. We will work through this for sure. And anyway, guys, if you get a chance, kidneysolutions.org is a great organization, okay, that lists kidney patients who are in need of transplant, okay, and Kent and his group there, they stay with you the whole time while you're looking for a kidney, while you're in search of a kidney, then after transplant. They stay with you and talk with you, help mentor you, guide you. They never leave your side, okay? They're always there in some sort of way. We also have a support group that meets every Monday and Thursday, okay? Right now, currently, we're doing, Zoom meetings, okay? Due to the COVID, we're doing some Zoom meetings. And these Zoom meetings are basically, we gather into the Zoom meeting and we discuss, different things about your day. It's not all kidney related. Sometimes we just discuss things that are going on in our life, but usually, the common theme is, of course, it's a transplant support group. So something will come up regarding, either transplant, dialysis, someone in waiting, kidney disease. So again, kidneysolutions.org, and right on the website we have the information for the support groups. Okay, so you can come in and join us. Okay, join us on Monday night at 6 o'clock. That's Central Time. Again, and then on Thursday night we have a support group as well. Okay. And you're welcome to join. Anyone is welcome to join. We welcome everyone, okay, to the support groups. And again, kidneysolutions.org. You can right on the front of the website is information regarding the support groups. And then also on there is the patients who have been in waiting, okay, on kidneysolutions.org. It's a great organization, okay. Lots of patients listed there. Russell is just one of the patients that's listed there, but we've got Russell Amsbaugh tonight. He's having some technical difficulties logging in and coming on and staying connected, and we apologize for that. He's currently trying to grab his laptop to see if he can come back in, which is going to be great because I'm definitely interested in hearing Russell's story. He's a really nice guy. I've spoke to him over the phone. He told me his story over the phone. It sounds like, an amazing. Each one of our stories is unique, right? But we share the common theme of kidney disease. I haven't heard, one story to be the same from anyone, any patient. But again, looking forward to hearing Russell's story, trying to get his laptop on. He was having some trouble with his phone, so we'll definitely, wait on him. Guys, I really, really appreciate you coming on tonight, talking with us, viewing all the feedback. Looks like Jared Brown chimed in. Yeah, Jared, I appreciate your support, brother. Yeah, he's trying to get his laptop, so I appreciate that. Appreciate you chiming in. Appreciate you coming on tonight. Appreciate your support, brother. Definitely everybody that's supporting me in my shows. Didn't have any shows during the week this week, but I do have some other shows coming up. We have some great tomorrow night. I'm going to have Tiffany Joseph on. So she's another kidney patient in need of transplant. I believe she's out of New York, so we're going to have her on the show. So that stay tuned for that tomorrow night at right here on Hope with Jonathan, guys. Got some great things in store. Got some great things coming up. It's an awesome time to be involved in the kidney community, right? It's an exciting time. It's exciting to be involved in something that's positive, right? So the kidney community is positive. Once I joined the kidney community, got involved, started talking and getting amongst some other patients that have been where I've been, there's just a sense of, family. And so I strongly urge everyone out there, regardless of your situation, to definitely find a support group, number one. And even if your family is not, supportive to you, you can lean upon your support groups, and they're a great source. I'm telling you, support groups are great. The other night we were on our support group, I think for like an hour and a half, and we just had a great time, great conversation. Each one of us was chiming in, and it was just amazing. I'm telling you. Again, you can always join. If you don't have a support group currently, you can join kidneysolutions.org. We have support group every Monday, Thursday night, 6 o'clock Central. Okay, everyone's welcome. Again, Russell's trying to get his laptop together, so as soon as he can chime back in, we'll get him on, get him rolling. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. This happens sometimes. It's okay. It's not a problem. I've had issues myself with different technical issues with electronics, Wi-Fi, stuff like this. It's going to happen. Great thing is for the podcast, the live stream, I have no control over, but the podcast I can edit and cut out and take away. So we can work through this. Not a problem. I really appreciate Russell. I really appreciate Russell, and I really appreciate him wanting to come on and do the show. And again, me and him talked on the phone, and I mean, he's got an amazing story. So, guys, I appreciate it. If you could just hang in there with us, bear with us. He's trying to get his laptop connected and see if we can get him back on. Like I said, we got some great interviews coming up in the future in the next couple of weeks. Be looking for us, Hope with Jonathan. We're going to be interviewing some other patients. Got some great things lined up. So be looking for us. We're also you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on quite a few social media sites. I'm also currently working on trying to get my website. I was using my website for Hope for Jonathan. Now I'm transitioning it for Hope with Jonathan. So I'm working on that. Like I said, we got some great things coming up. So guys, stay tuned with us. Trying to currently communicate with Russell, trying to see where he's at, trying to help him out in any way I can. So just bear with us. Let's see if I can get Russell back on here. And I'll be right back with you guys. I'm going to go, let's see. I'm going to still trying to currently get Russell to come back on, guys. Just thought I'd give you guys a break from me talking, give you something to watch for a second. Currently just trying to communicate with Russell. We're going to see if we can get him back on. Let's see where he's at. Again, I apologize for the delay. When this happens, there's not a whole lot that you can do. You just try to see if you can work around the issues with the technical issues, technical difficulties. So you just try your workarounds to see what you can do to try to get him back on. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming in, tuning in tonight. Again, Russell's having some issues, but Russell Amsbaugh is out of close to the Houston area. He is currently listed at kidneysolutions.org. You can find his information right there on the website, kidneysolution.org. On Facebook, you can look up Kidney Solutions, a network of transplant experience. You can contact Kent Bressler, 1-830-285-2140. His information is listed there. And you guys can find any information, like I said, whether it be his transplant hospital, The link is there. Also, you can always reach out to Kent. Kent is more than willing to talk with anyone that's interested in wanting to be a donor for Russell, or anyone that's interested at all. You can always contact Kent Bressler at kidneysolutions.org. 1-830-285-2140. All the information I'm speaking of is down below, scrolling across the screen, as you can see. And again, guys, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. We're going to see if, okay, so let's see. Let's see, try phone. Let's see if we can get him back on his phone. Yep. Well, let's try to see if I can get him back on his phone. If not, we'll have to do this at another time and reschedule this. Again, guys, I really appreciate all the feedback and everybody chiming in. I've had some comments from Jared Brown, different ones. I appreciate you guys tuning in to my show, Hope with Jonathan. I'm going to try to see if we can get Russell Amsbaugh back on. If not, we'll probably cut this show short and see if we can do this and reschedule for another time. I apologize for the technical issues. This happens from time to time. Again, I really appreciate everyone's feedback and support. And let me give you guys a little bit of some more of a show here. You can watch this for a minute while I'm Okay, guys, still working with Russell currently, trying to see what we can do to get him back in, and we're gonna continue to try. Like I said, even though the show's running a little bit late, it's okay, it's fine, it's not a problem. We can work through these technical issues. Just trying to give him all kind of options that would try to resolve the technical issues that he's having. We'll see what's going to happen here in just a second. Again, guys, kidneysolutions.org is where Russell Amsbaugh is listed. So if we can, if you guys want to go check out their website, and here's Russell here. Let's see what happens this time. Hey, Russell.
Finally.
Russell, what's going on, man? You doing all right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got clear audio, and you sound a lot better.
Good.
Russell, you are currently listed with kidneysolutions.org.
Yes.
And how did you get associated with Kent Bressler?
Well, Kent and his wife were friends with my aunt, and she introduced me to him. And he got me set up with a couple of connections and trying to advertise looking for a kidney, and introduced me to yourself.
Yes, sir. And you're located in the Houston area, right?
Yes, I'm on the west side of town.
West side. West side is the best side, they say, right?
Well, right on the edge of the country.
In Houston's a large area. It's a large city. Massive.
Yes, it is.
It's pretty spread out. San Antonio is pretty big, but when I went to Houston, I was like, man, it seems like it's even bigger than San Antonio.
Oh, definitely. It takes me a good 2 hours to get all the way across town.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of driving.
So, Russell, the reason why, and again, I appreciate you working through the technical issues and fighting to get on the show. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, sure. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. And Russell, the reason why we had you on Hope with Jonathan tonight was to discuss, as you know, the common theme is, speaking about kidney disease, kidney dialysis, kidney transplant, things like this. And what's your connection with kidney disease?
Well, it's kind of a long story. It has to go back to when I was 27 years old. I had a severe accident where half a ton of sheetrock fell on me and crushed me. Ooh. And I was in the hospital for about 3 months, and most of that time was in intensive care. And as a result, my kidneys went into shock mode and shut themselves down, trying to save themselves from all the shock to my body.
Right.
Well, after 3 months and me finally becoming cognitive again of what was going on, I had kidney failure at that point. And the doctor said, I've got to start dialysis. And so they put a shunt into my arm. And all of a sudden, that was enough to jolt my kidneys back into functioning. And they came back around 93, 98%, and they were doing great.
Oh, wow.
But the downside was my doctors told me that later on in life, I would have complications.
Right.
And so around 2008, my complications popped up. I was working as an architect, and my mother had breast cancer. And I had told her that I couldn't keep going to Victoria to take care of her. She would have to move to Houston so I could take her to MD Anderson without a problem and take care of her whatever she needed. So I had bought this larger home for us to be in, had her move up here. And 3 months after I bought this house, I got laid off from my job, along with several thousand other architects in the city.
Oh.
Unfortunately, there was no jobs available for over 2 years. I had this big expensive house. I had responsibilities of my mother. So I continued to take care of her and managed with what I could. And as I did, the stress increased greater and greater until 2009, when my blood pressure soared off the charts in the 200s. And it took me about 3 months to get it back down, and with the right medication. And at that point, I didn't realize it was doing so much damage to my kidneys.
Right.
And we went along, and I took care of her, and we made changes and went along the way. But the stress level was still there, taking care of her, no work. And I'm spending my money for retirement as I go through it. And trying to get on disability is not an easy thing to do. Took me 2 years of zero income to get on disability to finally get some kind of relief.
Wow.
And that was the start of it, I guess. Later on, about 2015 or 14, I should say, I was finally told that my kidneys were going into failure and I would have to start dialysis. So I started dialysis in January of 2015. Meanwhile, the whole time I've been taking care of my mother, running her to MD Anderson with her breast cancer problems. And she's been doing her treatments and slowly improving, but still lots of complications and stress and trying to take care of housing and all the other responsibilities.
Yeah.
And my kidneys continue to go down and go down and go down to where I had to start the treatments. So as soon as I started treatments, I signed myself up for a kidney transplant. And of course, just out of the blue, 14 of my family and friends all volunteered to give me kidney. But Methodist Hospital, who I had signed up with, is very strict with their program and their requirements. All of the people got ruled out for one reason or another.
Oh, wow.
And on the positive side for my friends and family, a couple of them found out they had ailments they would have never known about because they went in for the testing that was required. So here I am 5 years later, still hoping for a transplant and wanting to get out and do things and be active like regular people.
Yes. So you didn't have any family history of kidney problems before. This was from an injury, right?
This was strictly from an injury. And then as a result of the stress that I was under, was complete result of it. And then along with the stress, I added to my stress because I moved my mother in 2008. And then in 2010, I moved my 90-year-old grandmother in to take care of her as well. And she had no problems, but she was aging and needed help with basic living things. Okay. So I took care of both my mother and my grandmother until they passed. My mother in 2015, my grandmother 2018.
Wow. So while you were nursing your own health, you were taking care of other people's health at the same time.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I commend you for that, Russell. That's amazing. That's a really nice thing that you did for them. So you're currently in center doing hemodialysis. Is that correct?
Correct. Going to DaVita, if I can say that. And they've been a marvelous center, and I go 3 days a week, first shift, and I'm there for 4 hours, twiddling my fingers, trying to figure out what to do. And unfortunately, this ailment affects everything in your life. If you try to work, people discriminate against you. If you try to travel, you're very limited, and you have to make pre-arrangements, which don't always work out. Like one year for Christmas, I was going to my cousin's house in Palm Springs, and as I'm leaving to drive out there, they tell me I don't have any help with dialysis once I get there. So I'm panic-stricken, driving 24 hours there the entire time on the phone, trying to line up a place to help me get dialysis. I got it, but it was just nerve-wracking trying to get through it all.
Well, your buddy Ken has chimed in, and if you can look on the screen there, he's saying hello to you. Would you like to say hello to Mr. Kent Bressler?
Hey, Ken.
Guys, Russell's listed with kidneysolutions.org, a network of transplant experience. You can find them on Facebook. You can visit kidneysolutions.org and find out Russell's information there. He's currently listed there with Kidney Solutions. And you are at Houston's Methodist Specialty in Transplant?
Correct.
Russell, what blood type are you?
I'm A positive.
A positive, which means that you can accept either an A or an O.
Correct.
And you said you had numerous family members try to step up, or friends that found out they had some, sort of health ailment that canceled them out.
Yes. One friend of mine, we were ready to go set up the surgery even. And they ran her through one more test, and she found out she had some female problems that she would have never known about without the testing that they did to qualify her.
Okay. Okay. That sounds, that kind of sounds typical. Sometimes that happens. So, your story is pretty unique. A lot of people that I've talked to and patients normally have gotten, kidney failure from either type 2 diabetes, hypertension, which are, the top two leading causes of kidney disease. Most of the other ones is either, FSGS or lupus or even kidney cancer, but you actually have kidney failure from an AKI, which is a acute kidney injury that turned into renal failure.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And from your injury, are you still suffering as far as any other injuries to your body from that actual accident?
Well, from the actual accident, I spent 2 years in a wheelchair and had to learn how to walk again after half of my doctors told me I'd never be able to walk. And lots of determination, lots of family support, and you just get out there and you do it. I don't let much stop me from what I want to do. Over the years, I've gone from a wheelchair to full leg braces, and I currently have ankle braces. My balance is a little off. I take my cane when I'm in a crowd, but I don't let it stop me from doing anything.
Yeah. That's amazing. You definitely have a will to live, Russell. Definitely have a strong will. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you currently?
I am 58 currently.
58. You're a young man still.
I feel like it. I think like I'm 30.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what your schedule? Are you MWF, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday at DaVita?
Yes, I am. I'm on first shift, and it makes it nice to be on first shift. You go in at 5 a.m., but I'm out by 10 a.m., and I still have pretty much a full day that I can do whatever I want.
Okay, I remember going in early. I was actually on second shift, but I remember when they would call me, sometimes I could go in a little early and get through the dialysis treatment quickly and then move on.
Yes.
So let's see. Kent has a question here.
Okay.
What do you do? Do you know UTMB?
University of Texas Medical Branch. I'm familiar with them, and they have a location here in Houston and one in Galveston, if I remember correctly.
Okay. But you're only currently listed with Methodist right now.
Correct. They had I hate to say anything bad about anyone else, but they had the best rating and reputation that I could find.
Well, I can tell you I had my transplant in Methodist and their program here in San Antonio, and they had a really great program. Not to knock anybody else's program, but their hospital to me was amazing. Their staff was amazing, and my doctors, my nephrologist, and the whole team was great. So
I have to agree. Everyone they've sent me to for testing and retesting and verifying everything have been excellent.
Yeah. What else? What do you know about them? The UTMB. What do you know about them? Yeah. What do you know about them? Kent's asking.
I don't know a great deal. I know they're a branch University of Texas, but I don't know how they're rated or anything else.
Yeah. And have you thought about being listed at any other hospitals other than the Methodist? There's Baylor and different ones here in Texas.
I did look at Baylor and UT and Memorial Hermann as being less listed in their services. But what I was told is the morbid side of this is a deceased person comes from the same bank for all those hospitals. So I just listed myself with the one hospital.
Okay. All right. Well, Ken's chiming in. He says you need to call. He has some new information, so he'd like to share that with you. Yeah,
that'd be great.
So give Ken a shot. Kent Bressler of KidneySolutions.org. Russell's currently listed on their website, KidneySolutions.org, and you can find them also on Facebook at Kidney Solutions, a network of transplant experience. Russell's also listed there. You can read his bio there, and you can also click on the link there for the Methodist Hospital and get pre-screened to become his living donor. And if anyone's interested, you can call and speak with Kent Bressler himself at 830-285-2140. And mention Russell Amsbaugh. You saw him here on the interview, and you'd like to speak with someone regarding being his living donor. Russell, I really appreciate you coming on. It was, I know we had to work through some technical difficulties, but that's okay. It happens. And I appreciate you, scrambling to get your laptop and, to get back on. I really do. And I appreciate you coming on, doing the show. Is there anything else, Russell, you'd like to add to the show or talk about that we haven't gone over so far?
I just think the other side of this is how it affects your work life.
Okay.
I went from a full-time job as an architect, working on Disney and spectacular projects all over the place. Always had excellent reviews and very happy with what I did. But as a result of this kidney failure, I've had people flat out tell me to my face they would not hire me because of my condition. So
wow.
Here I sit frustrated, wanting to work, wanting to be involved and be a productive person, and I'm denied that. And I tried doing some freelance work on my own, which is minimal, what I can get on my own. But it's a very realistic, sad side to what is going on.
Yes. Russell, I'm sure Methodist, you're aware of also the paired exchange program.
Yes.
So Russell's an A, which means his body can accept an A or an O. But if you were interested in being Russell's donor, there's always the paired exchange program, the AKA the swap program. Russell, you have knowledge of the swap program. You want to explain to people out there about it?
I'm familiar with it. In fact, I had a couple of my friends that were going to donate their kidney. Their blood type didn't match with mine, but they said they were willing to sign up and give someone else my kidney, and then that person in return would give me their donor's kidney that would be a match. So we would swap out and take care of each other. Marvelous program when you worked out.
Yes, it's an amazing program, especially with incompatible blood types. It's a win-win situation, and usually, I've seen it in large groups. So normally you see like a lot of people swapping at the same time, and sometimes it's just two parties involved. But I've seen it where you got 5 or 6 people that get kidneys out of the deal.
Exactly, with all the different blood types, it's really beneficial.
Yeah, so it's an awesome program. You can definitely look that paired exchange up on Google and research it out. It's an awesome program. Also, guys, you can look up Russell on KidneySolutions.org and speak with Kent Bressler. All the information is listed below. Russell Amsbaugh. And what the exact city that you're in the Houston area, but where exactly are you located at?
I'm actually in Fulshire, which is little bitty town next to Katy, Texas, and I'm more in the country.
Okay. Yeah, I've been through there.
I was going to say I'm around a bunch of horse farms or ranches.
Right. That's Texas for you, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Everything you can imagine is here.
Yeah. Well, Russell, we're definitely praying and believing for you, brother, and really appreciate you coming on Hope with Jonathan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this broadcast and turn it into, a podcast as well. Tonight, I just wanted to bring you on and do the live stream, but I'll edit this and work through all the technical difficulties and make a podcast show from the material that we got. Okay, so we don't have to worry about all that. Yeah, but I really appreciate you coming on, Russell. And guys, again, Russell Amsbaugh, he's listed with kidneysolutions.org. You can look him up on Facebook at Kidney Solutions, a network of transplant experience. Kent Bressler is the CEO, kidney ambassador and advocate mentor. Also a great human being. He's my personal friend. Yes, I call him my friend. He's a great person. Russell, you agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, I definitely agree. He's been a great contact and encouraging.
Yeah, Russell, he told me personally that I would have to fire him, and so he's been with me all the way, even after transplant. He's a great person. Really appreciate him. Guys like Kent Bressler, Uncle Jim Myers. I don't know if you're familiar with Uncle Jim, but he's another great advocate, great friend. Guys like him are, few and far between right now. We really need people like them.
Definitely.
And, he's definitely in your corner. So I am too. And we're going to continue to push for you and try to help you find a living donor. Again, guys, Russell Amsbaugh, really appreciate him coming on Hope with Jonathan. Again, you can find his information at kidneysolutions.org, Facebook, Kidney Solutions, a network of transplant experience. Kent Bressler is your point of contact. 1-830-285-2140 is his phone number. Guys, I really appreciate it. Kent saying happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. God bless y'all, and I appreciate you coming on. Hey, Russell, was there anybody that you wanted to say hello to or send a shout out to?
Just hello to all my friends and family, and glad you're there to support me. And I appreciate you with your show. It really gets the word out.
Oh, well, I appreciate you, Russell. It's just a way for me to try to give back and help out in the kidney community. I wish there was more people out there that was doing what I'm doing and help out and get involved. We need a lot more people to help and get involved with the kidney community, with the organ donation and education of kidney disease and type 2 diabetes, hypertension, things like this. We need topics like this being brought up more and more. It's just,
And with this pandemic, an aspect you don't think about is now there's a shortage because people aren't traveling and doing as much and that sort of thing.
Yes. Oh, for sure. So we want to also recognize organizations like the AAKP, American Association of Kidney Patients. It's a great organization. They've been around a long time. I believe they celebrated 50 years. They're an amazing organization. Really appreciate the AAKP and all that they do for kidney patients and the rights of kidney patients. Right now, we're really pushing for the immunosuppressant bill. For those of you that are aware, when you get a transplant, you're only covered for 36 months, and we definitely need to get this bill, amended to where we can get more length on that for sure. We'd like to see the lifetime of a kidney for sure, where you would get covered for your immunosuppressants. And we need this bill to be passed. We need it to happen for those of us that are on these immunosuppressants. Russell, we hope that you get to join that program soon and find a donor, and that then you can join the fight. You can join the fight now if you want to help us transplant patients, those of us that are immunosuppressed.
Right.
Yeah, because if you told me on the phone that you were actually at the top of the list in case someone for a deceased donor. Am I
Yeah.
correct on that?
Well, I've been waiting 5 years, and
Mm-hmm.
there's several thousand people you get behind when you get on the list. And I've worked my way up to the top of the list, and I've had one phone call so far uh, from a nurse, and they were watching somebody, but the person lived, thank goodness. But on the downside, I'm not able to get a kidney. So I was taken off the list, and I'm still waiting.
Yeah. And that happens. It happens. That's why it's good to to do things like this. Try to continue to advocate for yourself a living donor.
Yes.
And continue. What other ways are you doing, Russell, other than you're to advocate for yourself? Do you have any T-shirts or a sign or business cards or a magnet on your car or anything like that, a sticker, anything?
I haven't gone that far because I'm a little reserved, but I have put up bulletins in churches and public
Okay.
places. I've
Okay.
posted it on Facebook and
Okay.
TikTok and other sources. And I've told all family and friends and to spread the word,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much the route I have gone.
Yeah. Well, those are great ways of doing it too. Also, you're listed with a great organization, kidneysolutions.org. So
Yes.
Kent's going to have you listed up there, and that website is global. Anyone can reach it, and he's going to continue to do what he needs to do to help you. So, guys, again, you can find Russell Amsbaugh on kidneysolutions.org. I really appreciate everybody chiming in. Russell, was there anything at all that you would like to say to someone that would be possibly potentially become your living donor? What would you like to say to that person?
Well, it'd be deeply appreciated. And it changed my life back to what I used to have.
Yes.
And that's all I can say right now.
Okay. Well, again, I really, really appreciate you coming on. Like I said, Russell, we definitely have compassion for you. I've been there where you're at, and dialysis is not for the weak of heart. You definitely are a strong individual, and we appreciate everything that you've done. You have yourself a great night. Thanks again for coming on Hope with Jonathan, and I appreciate you having and fighting through the technical difficulties that we had. And Kent came on, and that was awesome. So and we had Jerry Brown, Carol. Hey, Aunt Carol, how you doing? I appreciate everybody that watched and chimed in, and everybody for your love and support, guys. Remember Russell Amsbaugh. He's listed with kidneysolutions.org. He's in the Houston area. He's listed with Methodist specialty in transplant there. He's a blood type A, which means he can receive A or O. And we already covered about the paired exchange program. Again, Russell, man, I really appreciate you coming on, brother. I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you, believing for great things. I appreciate you coming on.
Well, thanks.
And like I said, I'll be in contact with you and in the future. And who knows, maybe we'll have you on again sometime.
That'd be great.
You know what? Let's have you on again soon when that transplant comes. I'm believing for it.
I'll be glad. I'll tell you all about it.
Yes, sir. I'm going to continue to pray and believe for you, brother. And I'll have all my other advocate friends share for you as well.
Thank you.
Like I said, appreciate you coming on. You have a great night. Okay, Russell?
You too.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Guys, I really appreciate you coming on and watching Hope with Jonathan. This has been a great, great interview. I really appreciate Russell Amsbaugh and his story. And guys, again, I appreciate you, staying with me and watching the show. Even though we had technical difficulties, we ended up getting the story out, and it was a great story, great information, And again, you can find Russell Amsbaugh's information at KidneySolutions.org, a network of transplant experience. You can find Kidney Solutions on Facebook. You can also talk to Kent Bressler. You can speak with him regarding Russell. He's listed at Houston specialty and transplant. And you can definitely come on KidneySolutions.org, and you can actually click on you can find Russell's bio, and you can click on the link there to get pre-screened to become his donor if you're interested in becoming his living donor. Really appreciate all the love and support, everybody, and their feedback. Again, sorry that the show ran a little late tonight, but we had some technical difficulties, but that's okay. It happens. Again, Kent Bressler at 1-830-285-2140. And guys, for those of you out there that are following Hope with Jonathan, I really appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. And again, we're going to be having another live stream show tomorrow night, Sunday night, at I believe it's 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be interviewing Tiffany Joseph from New York. Again, you can find her information at Tiffany Needs a Kidney. I really appreciate you chiming in tonight, and you guys take care, and God bless. And we'll see you guys next time.